Hey everyone, can you hear me? Let's see. Is my mic working? Maybe, maybe not. Alright, awesome. Hello everyone, welcome back. We are doing another stream. It's been quite a while since our last stream. We were working on our pizza eating simulator. But I noticed a lot of you guys come from the cafe industry on Roblox and, like the hotel and cafe and all that. So I figured it'd be kind of cool to do like a live cafe scripting type series. Just for a little change. So I'll be scripting cafe from start to finish. We'll have machines, we'll have GUIs, music systems, all that. In the description of the stream, I do have a link to the uncopylocked version of this game. So at any point, if you want to take some of my code and use it for yourself, or you want to, just look at some stuff I've been doing, you can just hop on over there and go into the game. And you can edit it for yourself. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions throughout the stream, of course, I'll be looking at the live chat every once in a while. So you could post stuff there, or, you can always send me a DM on Discord too. But yeah, so I say let's get into scripting it. So what I wanted to do for today, I wanted to work on machines. So I want to have like a coffee type machine. So maybe you add milk and you add ice and sugar and you add these different things together. And you put it all in a machine, it mixes it up, and then it spits out a cup for you. So yeah, I think we should start with that probably. So I'm gonna create a new part. We're gonna make a counter, just so we have a little platform to place our machine. And I do plan on doing most of the building for this series, but if you're a builder and you have a build that you want inserted or something like that, just send me a DM and I'd be happy to put it in here, because this is kind of like a community game. We're all making this together. Let's see. A counter. What would a counter look like? A nice counter. We could maybe have a gray top. A really dark gray. Let's see. If we go up, maybe. I don't know. It's not gonna be the best builds, but I'm gonna try my best. Let's see. I'm just looking at the live chat. 60 people watching. We just broke a record right there. We've never had this many people watching a stream. So thank you guys for being a part of this, and even subscribing to the channel, and for all your support. I appreciate it. We just hit 2.5 thousand subscribers, which is insane. We're halfway to 5K. When I started this, I never thought we'd make it this far. And your continued support means a lot to me. So I really do appreciate it. Let's see. So I think that's actually a good height for the counter. Maybe we could go a little bit shorter, just a tad. Let's see if we scale it down, maybe right here, and we can move the top one down as well. Play. Let's see. Can I add a fired command? I don't know what you mean by that. Roman, we cannot call. Not right now. Maybe after the stream. I can talk to you in general. After streams, I normally hop into general VC, and you guys can talk to me or ask any questions. So we'll do that after this stream too. But I actually want to get into some scripting first. Let's see. So I think for machines, the first thing I want to do, I want to have an ice machine. So I think we should work on that. And these aren't, as I was saying earlier, these aren't going to be the best builds, but I'm going to try my best. Let's see, we could just scale this part over a little, change it to white. Let's see where this gets us. An ice machine. What would an ice machine look like? I wonder. Maybe we could scale this up a tad. Don't want it to be too big. It should be like a decent size, compared to our character. Let's see. Maybe like this. I think this looks okay. Doesn't look too bad. And we could have little grates at the bottom too. So if we just duplicate this part right here. And I do have snap to grid on, because that always helps when you're doing this kind of stuff. Right here, if you go to model, if you didn't know already, you can go to model, and then if you click and you check off this move box right here, you can set your snap to grid, so it'll snap to a certain extent. I don't know, I like doing that. 83 viewers right now. My gosh, guys, you amaze me every single time we go live. It's crazy. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's not too bad. We can build up the side, or actually what we can do is we can scale this downwards a little, and then if we grab all of these, all of our grates, and then we move them down like that. Yeah, this will look good. And then we can kind of scale these guys up. We'll just scale these over. I think I messed up that one. There we go. Move that one over. Move that one over. Oh my gosh, we are about to have 100 viewers on this stream right now. This is crazy. And we also, another milestone we just hit, I think we just hit, what was it, 600, 700 members in the Discord, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, you know, the fact that we have that many people that are part of this community, you know, and then we can all communicate and we can do, you know, live events and all that kind of stuff in the Discord server. I think that's awesome. So thank you for joining the Discord server if you have joined, and if not, feel free to check it out. We have some cool stuff going on there. RoScripter, can you show us how to make a simulator series where you earn things by clicking them? I already do have a live simulator series, live scripting. It's called Pizza Eating Simulator, so you can check that out. We have Vic as our only stream mod right now. Maybe I'll release stream mod applications after this, because I think Vic might get a little overwhelmed. I'm almost at 3K. Good luck. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, I thought you were a bot the other day because of your name, 50K no video. I'm sorry, I deleted your comment because I thought you were a bot. My bad. Alright, let's move these grates over just a little bit. Let's see if we go to move. I think that looks okay. Maybe just a little bit more. If we go back to select. Yeah, and I'm sorry guys if you are talking in the live chat. I'm not going to be able to respond to it as much as I normally have in previous streams. Just because we've grown so big and we have so many people watching right now. But I'll try every once in a while to take a break from scripting and, you know, go over there and answer your questions. Rupee, please stop spamming. Don't do that. Oh, I hate to put you in timeout, but I have to. Same, dang, I don't like putting you guys in timeout. Say hi, Kate. Hi, Kate. There you go. Let's see. So we want it to say ice machine. We want these guys to know it's an ice machine, but I don't think we don't want to focus on the aesthetic of this yet. Right now, I think we just want to work on the actual scripting part of it. So I'm just going to make a nozzle real quick. That'll drop down the ice, and then we can get into scripting this. Awesome. So let's make a cup, because we need a cup to go under our machine. I'll make it a cylinder cup. And we will just have to get the scale. We'll head into the game in a sec to do that. But I would just like to see first, just to try and make it. Let's see, scale it over a little, scale it over. Make it white. And we can set the size over here to make it scale in all directions. So 0.9, 0.9. Can make it like a 0.1 stud out here, a little outline. Let's see. Union. There we go. Alright. Let's see how that looks when we go into the game. I know it's not anchored, but we will anchor it in a sec. Do you use F3X building tool? I do not use F3X. It's never been my type of thing. I don't really use that many plugins too. The thing with scripting anyway is, like, I'm not really a builder, but when you're scripting, there's not too many plugins that you need. I mean, I know there's one for the output to have like a custom console type thing. And there's some other small plugins, but you really don't need too many plugins when you're doing scripting. Can you make a tutorial at one point on how to make particles? That's a cool idea. Maybe I'll do that. I think that cup is a good size, actually. I eyeballed that pretty good. Let's see. We will anchor this machine. And does the cup fit under the machine? I think it does. Yes, it does. Very cool. Alright, let's create a new tool under workspace, and I'm going to throw this union under it. And then we can just see the scale of this in reference to our hand. So if I just name it cup, throw it under starter pack, we should get the tool right as we go into the game. You watched me when you knew the most in scripting. Awesome. Yeah, we have advanced scripters in this community, we have beginner scripters, a bunch of different type of people, and I think that's what's really been keeping us going, the fact that the advanced scripters can help the beginner scripters and, you know, with debugging your code and all that. I think that's one of the major things that's contributed to, you know, helping this community grow. I don't know. I think this cup's a good size. We can use this tool grip editor plugin up here. It's by Clone Trooper 1019. There's actually a free version of it too if you're interested in doing this yourself. But I just use the one that he has because I got it when it was free and then he changed the price. But there is a free version, so don't always think that you have to use the paid version of plugins. There are some good free ones out there too. Let's see. If we rotate this, so we need to rotate the arm around the cup. That's how this works. Let's see. Is that right side up? I think it's right side up. There we go. And we'll just move it out a little bit too. Just like that. Do we want to get a grip on it? I think that's good. Do we want to scale it down? Maybe we do. Let's see. In real life, is the cup as big as my hand? It's not. It needs to be smaller. We'll do that then. We'll make it smaller. Let's see. Hop into workspace. We'll just scale it down a little bit. We'll try that. See how that looks. Suggestion for your cafe game. You made the coffee machine, maybe make an ice cream machine. That's a cool idea. Totally, we could do that. If you see this, say hi. I see it. Hi, how are you? Such an inspiration. Awesome. I'm glad I've been able to, I guess, inspire you or help you out with scripting. You know, for those of you who don't know, my goal with this channel has always been just to get a broad reach and to help you guys learn how to script. You know, at the end of my videos, I always say I hope you learned something new today about scripting on Roblox, and I really do mean that. You know, my goal has always been, you know, to help as many people as possible, and I think, you know, even with a lot of the people in the community, we've all been able to help each other. I know I've learned so many things from you guys just in Discord and all that. So, you know, I'm glad that some of you always say, you know, I've helped you out. I'm glad I'm able to help you out because that's always been my goal from the beginning. And the cup does seem like a good size, which is awesome. We can just throw this under starter pack and then it'll automatically go into our inventory. Rupee, why are you saying that again? Oh no, put user in timeout. Sorry. I hate putting people in timeout, but I have to. Alright, there we go. Good size. We just have to move it back a little bit with the tool grip editor. Let's see. Let me publish, so if you would like to see, or like for yourself exactly how far we are along, or edit the code or anything like that, I do have the link in the description, so you can check out that. This game is uncopy locked, so you can use it for whatever you like. Alright, that works, Awesome. Should be good, and then we should be done with the cup, and then we should be good to go. Awesome, there we go. Awesome. Looks pretty good to me. So what we want to do, I have a video on a coffee machine, and I want to kind of do something similar to what I have in that video, but I want to make it so it's multiple steps. So you have to combine different things. So maybe you have to go over to, like, I don't know, maybe like a sugar machine, or you have to go over to a milk machine or ice and that kind of thing, and then we, you know, kind of combine all those. So what we need to do, the way this is going to work is, so let's just say we have ice right here. This is our ice machine. So when the player goes up, they have their cup in their hand and they go up to our ice machine. Well, we want it to basically take the cup out of their hand, fill it up with ice, and then put it back into their hand. And the way we can fill it up with ice is by having just invisible ice parts in here. So if we just make little ice cubes, we're going to throw them in this cup right here. I don't know, does coffee even use ice? I don't even think coffee has ice. Maybe it could. We could make this into a bunch of different machines though. So I say let's just roll with it for now. And we can see how far it gets. Coffee beans, yeah, that's a good idea. We could actually do that. I actually like that idea better of doing coffee beans. Yeah, let's do that. Let's not do ice. Let's do coffee beans. Thank you. Who said that idea? Starboy. Thank you for that idea. I like that better. Ice didn't really make sense. And I do not have another upload coming out today. I just got back from vacation, so I haven't had time to record a video. There will be one not tomorrow, but the day after. So this is kind of going to be like the video for today. Let's see, coffee beans. what we can actually do is if we just duplicate this a bunch of times, this is a cool trick if you don't know it, we can just duplicate it a bunch, and then when we press run, Roblox physics will just take the parts into the cup. So we can just make a bunch of these and then it'll actually look like coffee beans type thing. Let's see. Just duplicate this like 100 times. 99 people watching? My gosh. Every time, guys, you somehow seem to amaze me again and again. Alright. I thought I got lag there. I think we're good. 100 people watching. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, I think, let's see. Does that kind of work for coffee beans? We need them to be spread out just a little more. Let me see. Maybe if we move them over and they aren't kind of clustered together. More free falling, fall on their own type thing. How's that come out? Oh, that's weird. They all stay together. They don't go towards the edge. I don't know why. Maybe that trick won't work. See, maybe we'll have to use another trick. We will just delete those. And I think what we're gonna do, so as you can see right here, if you look right down in here, we don't actually have to fill up the whole bottom. We can just do a layer of these coffee beans type thing. So let me see. I can actually color them to brown too. It'd probably be a good idea. And if we just move them over, just a little. I'm gonna take off my snap to grid too, because I don't think that works too well with this kind of thing. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to add welds to all of these too, so that they weld together, or we could actually do it with a union as well. I don't know what would be a good way to do that. Can you please tell me how long it took me to learn to script and build? Yeah, I can take a break from this for a second. Talk to you guys. So building, I really don't build at all. I just do small things here and there. But scripting, so I began coding, when I was 8 years old. And that's an early start, but don't be scared by that if you're getting into scripting. You don't have to start that early. But I made my first app for the iOS App Store at that age. And I ever since I started programming, I really liked it. It was always, one of my favorite things to do. So I did that for a little while. I was playing Minecraft. I made some plugins using Java for Minecraft. And then I got into Roblox in 2016. And I was just playing games, just like a normal player, playing Lumber Tycoon, playing Prison Life, I think was out at the time. So I was playing games. And then after I guess a year, I decided I wanted to make my own game. And I didn't even know what scripting was at first. I didn't know that Roblox had like a programming aspect to it. But what I did is I just made my game out of free models. I think it was like, if you guys have ever heard of the VR job simulator, there is a mechanic part in that, like where you can do stuff like, I don't know, it's like you role play as a mechanic type thing and you change oil and stuff. But that was my first ever game idea. So I just used a bunch of free models. So I used a free model car, I used free model tool scripts, and I kind of just built off of that, and that's kind of where my knowledge came from, because I started that and then I was kind of like, okay, well now what if I want to do something that's not in a free model? So I looked up videos on how to do it. I watched Alvin blocks, and I kind of just I kind of learned to script on accident. And then there was a point where I finally realized, like, okay, this is actually a thing, like scripting, I can take this seriously. And I guess that was probably around 2 years ago, a year after I started, and then I started to watch videos and learn about it even more and look at other people's code, and that's really how I got into scripting. And I suggest if you're wanting to get into scripting, don't set out to learn to script, set out to make a game. Figure out your goal first and try to achieve that. So maybe you want to make a game like Jailbreak, right? Set out to make a game like Jailbreak and figure out the pieces of scripting that you need to learn in order to achieve that, because I think that's the best way to do it, and you're going to stay motivated by having your end goal. Let's see, what else do we have in the live chat? How much did it take you to get to 2K subs? It took me about 4 months, which was extremely good, and I thank you guys for that. the fact that we got there this quick. And I think my most popular video was how to script a group rank bot, because there wasn't that many videos on YouTube about how to do that beforehand. So that's really what helped me, I guess you could say, blow up. But that's my most viewed video. Notice me. You are being noticed, Bountiful. How do you know a lot of scripting? What do you know how to do these? It just takes a lot of practice to learn how to script and to learn how to do it well. From my experience, it takes time, and it's just a lot of research. You know, you have resources out here. Like, you have my YouTube channel, you have Alvin, you have the Dev King. There are some other smaller YouTubers. You have the scripting helpers, you have the Roblox wiki, the dev forum. There's so many resources out there, and I think it's just a matter of, when you don't know how to achieve something, make a post on scripting helpers or make a post on the dev forum, and then that's how you can really learn from how other people, you know, would achieve something. And I still make posts on the dev forum every day, just wondering, like, hey, I want to achieve something. How do I go about it? But I think it's a really matter to get good is to take advantage of your resources. It's fun to script RoScripter and teach us. Appreciating all your work. Thank you. Glad I've been able to help. How do you post on the dev forum? I don't know how they do it nowadays, but I know to get on the dev forum, I think you have to watch it. You have to go around and click on posts for like 5 hours or something like that, like total. You just have to be an active member and read posts, and then you can post on there. Publish the game real quick? Sure thing. Let me do that for you. I think it's published. There we go. Please stop spamming. Please stop spamming. Please. How do I get... Did Vic put you in timeout? Alright, thank you, Vic. Remember me when you hit 1 mil subs? Maybe someday. Maybe someday we'll get there. I'll never forget you guys. So most of you have been here since the beginning. I've always been appreciative of your support. The coffee beans stick together is because Roblox registers the union as a solid. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that. See, I was telling you, I learn things from you guys every day, so I appreciate that. All right, done looking at the live chat. I always get distracted by the live chat. Let's see. We can get back to making our coffee beans. Let's see. We just need to kind of move them over a little bit. We can set the material too. That might look cool. Material. What would a coffee bean material be? Actually, sand kind of works well. I mean, I know coffee beans aren't made out of sand, but sometimes you gotta just do whatever you can, right, to make it look good. I think sand works really well. We're gonna do sand. Alright, let's see. Move these over. Move them up. And I do actually, I figured I'd announce this on stream. I do have something pretty exciting coming up in the RoScripter Discord server in a few days. I think, you know, I'm gonna talk to my mod team about it, and then we'll announce it maybe tomorrow or the day after. But please stay tuned for that. Also, after the stream, I'll be releasing moderator applications for the Discord server. So if you'd like to become a moderator on our Discord, feel free to apply. Maybe we'll close them in like a week type thing. So Discord's doing pretty good. Very exciting stuff going on there. Alright, coffee beans are done. Enough of me boring you trying to duplicate coffee beans. That's not fun, right? Let's see. We can union these together and hope my studio doesn't crash. I bet my studio crashed. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. We're going to give it a sec, and we're just going to hope it doesn't crash. How to make a screen quiz game. I actually have a video on how to make a quiz center, an automatic quiz center, if you want to check that out. I think, oh dang it, I think studio crashed, guys. Well, that's not fun. Alright, we'll hop out of studio. Force quit. I think Roblox saved it, so it should be okay. Go back into studio. Studio, please launch. Thank you. Alright, let's see. My games. Recent. Live cafe scripting. I use a Mac. And I know that's probably not the best for what I do, but I've always used a Mac. Oh, no, I don't want to update Studio. No. Why does Studio have to update on me? Oh, that's no fun. All right, give me a sec. We'll wait for it to update. I use a MacBook. How do you know a lot of these scripting? How to do these? I just, as I was saying earlier, it just takes time and it just takes practice. You know, that's my whole thing. So if you put the time and effort into it, into learning and all that, you'll learn and you'll get really good after a while. So it just takes time. Oh, let's see. Roblox Studio is loading. I apologize for this. This always happens to me. Launching Studio once again. Recent live cafe scripting, and if we can get into it, I hope we can. Awesome. Back to RoScripter stream. Okay, great. Well, we're not going to try this. Basically, that was a complete waste of time. So we're not going to do that because these coffee beans don't work. So what we're going to do, we are going to duplicate this union right here, and we're just going to make it like a solid level type thing, just because I don't want to risk that happening again. So let's see if we scale this down just a bit, maybe like right there, and then we're going to set the position to the position of this union operation. That'll just center it for us. Let's see. Position, move it over. Awesome, there we go. And then we're just going to make this a darkish color. And I know it doesn't look like coffee beans, but that's going to have to be our coffee beans for now. 0.7 by 0.7, scale it down a tad. There we go. Alright, that fits, that looks good. Maybe we can make it a little darker. A little darker. Can we go darker than that? Is that possible? I don't want to do black, but I mean coffee beans are kind of black though. Let's see, darker. How dark can we go on these? There we go. Make a vid of how to make cutscenes. Yeah, I actually do plan on doing a video on that sometime soon. In the meantime, I think Alvin Blocks has a video on that, but yeah, for sure, I'll do a video on that. Okay, so our coffee beans are right here. They're just gonna have to work for now. Coffee beans. I probably didn't spell coffee right, but that's okay. We're gonna throw this cup under starter pack, and now we can actually get into scripting, which I've been wanting to do since the beginning. So what we're gonna do is inside of this model, we'll create a new script, and what we're gonna do, so we want to create a touch part underneath of this model. So whenever this touch part basically is touched by the cup, we're going to make it so it makes that part underneath the cup to visible, and we want to add the coffee beans to our cup. Set the transparency on this to 1, can collide set to false. So you're not going to be able to see the part, but this is what's going to kind of drive our whole thing. So we'll just name it touch part. And then inside of this script, we are going to name it, I don't know, what should we name it? Coffee beans script. And the first thing I want to do, I want to get a reference to our touch part, which is right here. So let's say local touch part equals script.parent.touchPart. That'll have access so that we have that invisible part. And then we want to get, whenever that touch part is touched, we want to hook into the touched event of that touch part. So whenever it's touched, we want to get the part that touched, just like that. And what we want to do is, so coffee beans are going to be the first step to making a coffee. We don't want to let them add coffee beans if there's already milk in there, if there's already sugar, if there's already something else. So we need to check to see if the parent of the touch part is named empty cup. So we want to see, is the thing that they're touching it with, is it the empty cup? And if it is, then we can fill it up with our coffee beans. So we'll say if part that touched dot name is equal to empty cup, then let me just publish the game real quick. So at this point we know it is the empty cup. We actually have to say dot parent dot name. We're just gonna print touched with empty cup, and this is just a test. We're just gonna see if this works. How to make a script that sets up your team if you are in a Roblox group. I have a video on, what is it? I think it's a rank leaderboard or something like that. That might help with what you're wanting to achieve. Let's see. So we have our cup. We are quite tall for the machine. But we do get that print. We do get that print right there. It says touch with empty cup, which is good because we are touching it with our empty cup. I guess we need to move the counter upwards. Like scale the counter up. Let's see. If we move it up, wrong way, like this. There we go. Whoop. Okay. Move him up as well. Test this out. Quick reminder, the game is not uncopy locked. Dang, you are so right on that. And I completely forgot to uncopy lock it before the stream. Let me uncopy lock it for you guys. One sec. My apologies. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I was rushing around before the stream, so let me see. Configure start place, maybe it's that one. Access permissions, allow copying. Alright, the game should be on copy lock now, so if you want to use any of the assets, you can grab it from the description. And let's see, is the counter is tall enough now. I think it's perfect size. What we also have to do, we have to weld our coffee bean thingy to our cup. And the way I'm going to do that, if you're not familiar with welding, what we do is we use something called a weld constraint. So this is our coffee beans right here. I'm going to add an object. It's called the weld constraint. And all we do is we specify the 0th part, like the first part, and then the second part. So it basically says whatever that first part is, it welds that first part to the second part. So it's welding coffee beans to the handle. And that just makes sure that it doesn't go flying or, go out of the cup or anything like that. It keeps it all together, just like that, as you can see. So what we want to do, we can get back into scripting it. So whenever they hover over right here, we could play an animation, but I don't want to do that right now. Whenever you go over it, we want to name this. We want to name this cup coffee beans, maybe coffee bean cup or something like that. And then we want to set that part right there, that circular part, visible to true. So I'm going to set the transparency of this to 1 for right now. And then we're going to, inside of our script, so they touch it with the empty cup, we want to say local cup equals part that touch dot parent. And then we want to set the name of the cup. So cup dot name is equal to coffee beans cup. And then we want to say cup dot coffee beans dot visible, or dot transparency, my bad, equals 0. And that should do what we want to achieve. Let's see. If we head in, we'll test it out real quick. So right now, beans are not visible, and we go over it names it like that, and then there we go. We have our beans. So that's actually all we have to do for the coffee beans. We have our first step of this done. And we can always make them look nicer later when my computer doesn't crash when we union things together. So this is our coffee beans machine. So we'll just name it that, actually. Before we continue, I think it would be cool if we put an animation on this cup. So whenever we click it, it plays an animation. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use the animation editor. Right up, where is it? Right here. And I also want to get an avatar. I want to build a rig, so I'll build a block rig like this. And then inside of here, we're going to select the rig. We're going to name it drink animation. And then we are going to just animate a drink animation. So it should start, our arm should be up like it is when we have the tool and we grip the tool. Our arm starts up like that. And then if maybe we lock these into right here. Just like that. A little bit in, we want to move this over to the side and up a little bit. And then we're going to move this in too. We're just trying to make it look like it's the guy's drinking a cup of coffee. So if we move this in, maybe like that, move the hand a little bit. And I don't know how it's going to look. We're just going to have to test it out in a sec. And then we can put the original position at the end. Maybe we have him drink the coffee for a little longer. Let's see. If we move this all the way to 1, then we paste this in here. Let's see. Drink, away, drink, away. I think that works. It's okay. We will now export the animation, drink animation, submit, all that. Let me write down that ID real quick, or I'll type it somewhere so I don't forget. 53121577790. And that is the animation ID that we're going to use to actually animate our player when they drink. So let's see. We'll close that off real quick. And now what we're going to do, we'll create a new script under the empty cup. It'll be a local script, and this is where we're going to play that animation. So I'm just going to name it maybe drink animation, or animate drinking. And then I want to create a new animation object underneath of this cup. And then in here we're going to paste in that animation ID, and this is just going to make sure it loads the animation we just created from Roblox. I'll set up a new variable called animation, so local drink animation equals script.parent.animation. And then what we want to do, because it's a local script, get a reference to our local player. Local player equals game.players.localPlayer. Just like that. We'll put that as the first thing, actually. It's just kind of how I code. And what we want to do, so we want to get when the tool is equipped, and then we want to get when the tool is activated. So script.parent, which is our empty cup right here, .equipped, connected up to a function. So it's whenever it's equipped, we're going to run some code in here. And we also want to get when it's activated. So whenever like they click on it, or whenever they tap on mobile, that's how we get when it's activated. Connect it up to a function. And then this is, we'll just say, we'll print activated for now, just so that we know they clicked on it and we can play our animation. So let's test it out. How do I... Yeah, we have to ban rupee, I know. I don't know how to. I don't know how to do that, though. Maybe if I say hide user on this channel. Okay, I think that should work. Awesome, and whenever we click, as you can see, it says activated, and then from here what we're going to do, we're going to make it so that it actually plays our animation. I just published it again, so if you're using the uncopylock version in the description, it'll update. Hashtag ban rupee. I don't mean to send hate your way, but don't do that, please. Don't be spamming chat or anything. Let's see. So print activated, and then we want to play our animation. So the first thing, the way Roblox does animations is kind of interesting. The first thing you have to load in an animation track to the player's humanoid. So if I was to say, like, so we'll get the character, we'll say local character equals player.character, and then we have to say drink animation, which is this object over here, and then we have to load it onto the character. So drink animation, how do we do that? It's let me look up the documentation for it real quick. Roblox load animation track. I think what we have to do, we actually have to get a reference to our humanoid. So we'll say character.humanoid, and then we call the load animation function of humanoid, and then we pass in, the first thing we pass in is our drink animation. I think that's actually the only thing we pass in. And we just want to set this to a variable. So we'll say local drink animation track equals that, and then we'll play the animation. Sorry if I'm going fast for anyone, or if I need to zoom in, please do just let me know. I'd be happy to slow down. Let's see. Why are we spamming? Who? Yes, the two best scripters team up. Me and Alvin. That'd be fun. Alvin, if you're watching this, I doubt you are, but feel free to reach out on Discord. I'd be happy to team up with you. And it does say activated, but it is not playing the animation. The question is, why is it not playing the animation? I think it's not playing it because what we need to do is when we created the animation, you guys might not know this, I didn't know it for a while, you actually have to set the animation priority to action for it to play no matter what. So we can just test that out. We'll overwrite our drink animation. 531, let me just check my number too. 531 2157790. Yeah, it should be the right number. Alright, let's test it out again. We need to get Alvin Blocks to watch this. That'd be kind of cool, actually. I remember learning from Alvin Blocks a while ago, so that'd be pretty fun. And there we go. Yay, we're drinking from our cup, taking a little sip. It's almost like we're drinking tea. Maybe we can tilt the hand back a little more, and then we can, just make it look like we're actually taking a sip from it. Let's see. So we go to the end right here. So maybe it comes up, and then halfway through, we can do a little sip type thing. Let me see. So we have to sip the coffee. So like that. Let's try. Export it. We'll export it over the previous animation once again. Drink animation. Submit. Awesome. I'll publish this off for you guys again. If you'd like to use the uncopylocked version of the game in the description, it's all there for you. Is Alvin actually live now? Let me just see if he is. Alvin Blocks. There's no way he's live right now. If he is, that's a funny coincidence. Yeah, I don't think he's live. Yeah, no, he's not live. Alright, let's see. Well, that's a pretty fast sip. I think we need a sip to take longer. It's not fast enough. Or I'm saying, sorry, it's too fast. Let's see. Maybe if we copy this and we put it in right here. Should be a little bit longer. Can I do a Q&A or question live stream? I would actually love to do that. I think that'd be really fun. Maybe that'll be the next stream. We could totally do that. The glitch new update. What's the new update on glitch? How long till you can monetize? I actually reached monetization permission the other day. But as I've always said this in every stream, in every video, I've never done this for the money, so I really don't plan on, applying for partnership or anything like that. But I was very happy to see that we did reach that goal, because it's always cool, just to see how many viewers you have and all that. But it was, yeah, I don't really plan on enabling ads or anything, just because that's never been, my focus for the channel. And I know it's not going up to my mouth right now. I think that works, because we're scripting, we're not building, right? All right, we'll use that. Can we make an interview? I don't know what you mean by that. We could chat on Discord if you'd like to. Be happy to do that. Coffee beans cup, and we can still drink it with the beans. Fantastic, very fun. So we have our coffee beans. Now what do we want? We should probably add milk next, because that's kind of important. Alright, we can actually add maybe like a text label to this upper part right here, so that we know it's coffee beans. Or we could make something like a visual display. I actually like that idea a little better. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many ideas right now for good things we could do with this. Alright, let's see. I don't know, how often would you guys like to see live streams? Obviously, I wouldn't have them replace normal videos typically, but I don't know. What do you think would be a reasonable schedule? Figured I'd ask you guys to do live streams? What would you want to see? And it doesn't have to be just this cafe scripting type thing. I could do it on anything you'd want. Let's see. There we go. That looks okay so far. And we're just gonna name this coffee bean what? Coffee beans. I don't know. Every Friday, every few days. Your leg's bleeding. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But you can watch the stream. Well, make sure you get medical attention for your leg first. That doesn't sound fun. Twice a week? We could do twice a week. Maybe I'll put out a poll on Discord later. We could do that too. Coffee beans, yay. Awesome. Okay, so that is our visual representation for coffee beans. I think that works. And then we can, in the cup, we also just want to set the material to the same. We'll test it out once again. Can I do a Q&A or suggestion live stream? Yeah, I'd actually be happy to do that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And I'd enjoy doing that. So for sure, I can schedule one for sometime this week. Please don't spam. But yes, maybe I'll do a stream or video on that. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate it. How do you add sounds to your drink animation? The way you add sounds is if we look up here in our empty cup, what we can do is we can add a new object and we can add a sound object. And this is pretty much, you put in any ID of a sound on Roblox and you can play it through code. So you create that, you put in the sound ID, and then inside of your script, you just say sound : play. And it's a one-liner and it'll just play your sound. So maybe if we had like a drinking sound or something like that, I could find one for next stream. But we'd play a sound in there. And I think this looks pretty good so far. So we have our coffee beans machine. Now we want to add milk to it, so we'll add a milk machine. And it's actually going to use a very similar concept type thing. So milk machine, coffee bean script, we want to name this milk script. Coffee beans, milk, same thing, you guys know. Well, milk does not look like wood, so we don't want to do that. What would be something that kind of stands out from the white color of these machines? That kind of looks flowy in a way. I feel like sand, but sand really doesn't look like milk. I would do smooth plastic. How could we represent milk? What we could do is we could actually set the color to white, and then we can put a border around it. So let me just see. So if we can add like a little gray, we can make it go out one too. Little gray border type thing. I don't know. We'll see how this looks. This is milk. This is a bar. And thank you guys. We have 84 people watching right now. Again, that is a record for any stream. It's crazy. I appreciate your support as always. So thank you for tuning in if you have. Let's see. Move this guy over a little. No. Dang it. Right there. Okay. And I will have a upload of this afterwards too. It'll be kind of like a repost. So if you missed it or anything, you can always watch it. And these bars, they stick out a little. I don't like how far they stick out. So we can move them in. Maybe like that, and then we can move in the part as well. Alright. And then we're just gonna copy that over to the other machines as well. Or to the other machine. I'm just trying to think what would be the best way to copy it over. We'll just do this. Coffee beans machine. Name the script again. Coffee bean script. Who is saying things? I could take a break and respond in the live chat. I probably should. I'll do that in a sec. Let me finish this coffee bean machine and the milk machine, and then I'll come over to the live chat. Coffee beans. I promise. Just give me 1 sec real quick. Move over just a little. I promise I'm coming. Just give me a second. Pebble. Those are our coffee beans. Yay. Same thing with the milk. We just have to move it out just a little bit. Right there. Okay. I know it doesn't look like much, but I think it'll work for now. We'll just try. Oh, no. Marble? No. Sand. Where's sand? I can't see. There's sand. No, we'll just do the plastic. Okay, I am done for a little bit on Roblox Studio. I'll be paying my full attention to the live chat. So if you have questions, just ping me and I will ask. You should do a live stream every 2 weeks or every month. That's reasonable. I'll put out a poll later on Discord. Can you help me with my simulator? Probably not, to be honest. And you know, I say that with all respect because I get a lot of DMs every day saying, "Could you help me with my game?" or "Could you help me figure out how to script something?" And I totally wouldn't. When I was smaller, I was able to do that, but just because of the amount of growth that we've received on the Discord and on the channel, I'm not able to, you know, help everybody. We have the scripting support channel on Discord, so if you're interested, you can always go there, and you know, someone could help you, or you could help someone with their script. But I can't. It's difficult for me to help you guys directly. Let's see. Can you script an anti-exploit system? I really don't have much experience scripting anti-exploit type things. It's never been my strong suit, I guess you could say. Maybe I could learn and do a video on it. That'd be kind of cool. A warning command. I do have that on my list. I will do a warning command sometime soon. Do you script the order system in this live stream? I did not script it yet, but I will script an order system in this live stream. And I probably will also have a video on it sometime. Can I make you mod? Probably not. No. Please don't spam. Alright, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout because you spammed. I'm sorry. Are you planning on making a high-aiming game such as Bloxburg or Jailbreak? Not right now. That's not really my plan. I've just been trying to push out videos for you guys and work on other projects that I, you know, for not even Roblox related, that I enjoy. So probably not, but maybe sometime in the future, you know, I'd do that. Maybe like a collaboration with someone. Can you make a donation board? I do have a donation GUI video. I just put that out a few days ago. Can you make an interview command? Ooh, we could do that. That's a cool idea. Smoothie machines, we will do that as well in the cafe. How was my day? My day was good. How was yours? Can you make a tutorial on how to make a story game from scratch? Geez, that's a pretty daunting task. I don't want to say not daunting, but it's a process. It takes time to make a game. You know, if I was ever to do something like that, that's why I'm doing this cafe. I'm doing it as a live stream. You know, live scripting a cafe, because you can't. You know, it would take me on my own. It'd probably take me over 10 hours to make, you know, even just a basic story game. So I really couldn't put it all into a video, if that makes sense. But maybe a live stream. What else do we have? I kind of want to help you make your game. I'm not really making a game. I'm just not. This isn't a game I plan on releasing. I'm just making this for the stream and just to help you guys out. You know, you can get the uncopylocked version in the description as always, but this, I don't really plan on releasing this. Please don't spam. Please don't spam. Please don't spam. Can you make a video that shows your rank and regiments? I don't know what you mean by that. You're saying for like a military group type thing? Is it worth reading the dev wiki? 100%. I mean, don't just sit down one day and say, alright, it's time for me to read the wiki, let's do it. I say, come up with a game idea, and then try to execute that game idea by looking at the wiki as much as you can. So maybe I have the game idea to make a game like Jailbreak, and I'm making a team system where the player can select their team. Look up the different aspects you'd need on the wiki. So maybe you get mouse click for different buttons. You'd look up the wiki for teams. Like, kind of approach it like that. Don't just sit down and say, all right, today I'm going to read the wiki. Try and approach it with the goal of making a game. How do you make copy and paste logs? I don't know if you can do that. Roblox, honestly, you'd have to look on the wiki. I don't know if that's possible. Where do you start to learn scripting for cafe groups? It doesn't even really matter what your game idea is. Scripting, the process anyway, of learning usually winds up being somewhat the same. I say if you're wanting to get into cafe scripting, obviously you came to a good spot, because right now I'm doing some scripting. But I suggest, so your end goal is to create a cafe. So you think of the different things you need. So right now I'm making a cafe, or like a sample cafe type thing, and I need a coffee bean machine. So I think, how do I make it so when I put my cup under that machine, is it going to give me coffee beans? So then I think, okay, well, I need to hook into the part touched event. I need to set the transparency property on my coffee beans. You kind of have to think about it like that, and then you look up the different aspects of what you need to achieve. That's how I'd go about doing it. When do mod applications open? Right after this stream, I will be opening mod applications for you guys. Hope you have a good day. Thank you. Appreciate it. You have a good day too. You have an army. You need the rank regiments. I'm not really too familiar with army groups, so I don't think I'd be able to help you with that. Do you know anything about Discord bots? Yes, I do. I made Discord bots for a while. I'm actually working on one right now for the RoScripter Discord. I don't think I'll make a series on it, just because it's JavaScript and not Lua, and this is more like a Roblox scripting series. But maybe I'd make like a Bloxlink, a custom Bloxlink type thing, like a series on that, or a video on that. How to make a whole cafe system or kit? That's kind of what this is right now. I'm doing this live stream, and we're working on a cafe. All right, I think that's it for now for the live chat. What I want to do is I want to get this milk machine fully working and scripted, and then I'm gonna end up the stream. But let's just work on this real quick. So our milk machine, we want to approach it similar to how we approach the coffee beans. So right now, if I set the transparency to 0 on these, the coffee beans are pretty far down, I'd say. So what we can do is we duplicate these and move them up just a little bit. Set it to white. We'll just do like a smooth plastic type thing, and we'll just name it milk. And these will be our milk. This will be our milk that we set the transparency to 0 on. So we have that, and then we can just edit the script right here. So rather than saying if part that touch.parent.name is equal to empty cup, we don't want to do that. We want to see if the name of it is, what do we set it equal to? We want to say if they already put the coffee beans in there. So if the name of the cup is coffee beans cup, then we want to fill it with milk. So we're going to hop into the milk script, and we're going to check the name just to make sure that they already put the coffee beans in. And if they did, then we want to set the cup name to coffee beans and milk. And we'll just take off the cup off the end of that. And then we just want to set the cup.milk.transparency equals 0 rather than coffee beans. And I think that's really it. It's very, very, very simple. We can take out this print, and we can take out the print in the other script as well. But let's see. Actually excited to see if this works. Let's see. Come in here, empty cup. Come over here, coffee beans. I have to set the transparency to 1 on both of these first. So what a lot of the things, if you're getting into scripting and you're trying to learn, a lot of scripting just involves figuring out why it didn't work the first time or why you're getting errors. That's a big part of learning. And even like now, like I still get things wrong. It's not like, it's not like you're always just gonna know exactly what to do and it's always gonna work first time. It's a lot of trial and error, I guess you could say. Coffee beans, awesome. Milk, amazing. And I think that's it, and we can drink it. It's pretty good for today. But I think I am going to wrap up the stream. Just wanted to go live real quick just to kind of get this series off the ground and kick it off. I'll answer questions for a few minutes too, if you guys have any more. How are you scripting without taking it from others? So I did explain it earlier in the stream. If you can rewind it even, I explained it in some other streams too. But I learned, I'll just go quick, I learned in 2017 how to script on Roblox, and I just did it by kind of setting out to make a game, you know, with that sole goal, and I just watched YouTube videos like Alvin. I mean, the Dev King wasn't around then, but I watched some YouTubers and watched how they scripted, inserted free models, looked at the code, looked at the wiki, used my resources really, and after a while I was just kind of able to pick it up. Can you make a gun game pass? We could do a tool game pass. So if you buy a game pass, it gives you a tool. We can do that. Can you make a video on how to make raining weather? That's actually another really good idea. All these ideas, I appreciate you telling me now, but if you could put them in the scripting, or not scripting, you put them in the video suggestions channel on my Discord server, because that's where I look when I go for ideas. What we do is you put the suggestion in there, and then you put thumbs up and thumbs down, and people will vote on it. And usually I look and I see if it has more votes than the other ideas, that's what I'll make a video on. So just throw it in there. Can you make a scripting tutorial on how to make a chopping animation? It's a cool idea. Maybe I could do that, or maybe we could even do that in this live cafe scripting series type thing. Possibility that the cup is placed under the machine there. We should do that. We should. Oh man, you're given so many great suggestions. Yeah, we should do that. Put it in scripting suggestions, or video suggestions, and we can do that for sure. What's the difference between dot activated and dot mouse click? Dot activated is not an event for a text and image button, but mouse click is. Dot activated just means if it's able to be clicked, I think anyway, or like if you scroll on top of it, if it's going to zoom in and out. And mouse click is an event, so you can get when it's clicked. You had a lot of fun watching to the end. Alright, I'll see you later. Hi, Matt. Do a face reveal? Not anytime soon. I don't plan on it, no. Yeah, I do this for fun. I don't really see much point in doing a face reveal type thing. Maybe someday, though. An animation for a statue or a menu GUI. Could do that too. Throw it in scripting suggestions. You love my videos? Thank you. Glad I'm able to help. Remote events. Make a video at remote events. Yes, I will do that for sure. That is that's something that I've wanted to do for a while. What do you use to live stream? I use OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. It's free. It's open source. It's amazing. I suggest you use it too if you're getting into streaming. How did I learn tweening? I think I just read a few articles on the dev forum, and I think you could probably do the same. I think Alvin has a video on it probably. Maybe I'll make a video on it as well. Face reveal at 1 million subs, maybe if we get there. How do you become a mod? We do not have stream mods applications right now, but I will open moderator applications for the Discord server right after this. Please don't stream how to learn scripting yourself. Just watch YouTube videos. I think that's my biggest advice. Set out to make a game and watch YouTube videos, you know, to accomplish your goal of making a game. But that's it. I will, for any other questions that you guys have, I am going to head into the Discord server, and I will be in the general chat, the not live chat, the voice chat. So if you want to talk or you have any questions or anything, feel free to join me there. As always, I hope you learned something new today about scripting on Roblox. I have the game link, the Uncopylock game for this, everything I did in this video. I'll publish it once again in the description. And I'll see you guys later.